Folks, it is time now for our game of the week, and we can't wait. Tremendous anticipation all across the college football landscape for this matchup. This is not just a regular matchup. Battle of top 10 teams, two teams colliding early in the season. One team can make a strong statement about the season ahead, as we'll see the number 6 team in the country, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Nevada Wolfpack. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. And the Eagles will kick this deep to begin the game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And they'll run it with the draw play. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Inside the 10. And they'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Nevada. Try to add to the lead now with the PAT. It's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up.
Oh, what a great job here by this defense. Able to come up with a turnover on the first play of the game. Now they put their own offense in a great spot for their first possession.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Man, he's brought down after a solid effort on that return. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 36.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Off the RPO, caught to the right. Second effort, their defense cannot stop him short of the marker.
Well, defending this guy, you need more than one defender. You really got to stress rallying to the football because this guy can make people miss.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Breaking free at the 35. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down. They'll hand it off. Breaks in. He's got some room. Can he get there? And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And they'll set up for the PAT. Extra point puts him in front by 1. Now they get set to kick it away.
Georgia Southern 7, Nevada 6.
And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Nevada offense is back out on the field now. Last possession, a perfectly blocked running play. They scored in one play. Can they keep it going? And from the shotgun, an inside handoff.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Short pass finds the tight end. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw. Look at these yards.
Running past the 45. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First down and 10 now. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing.
Get set, get set. Terrier.
On first and 10, looking to throw. Graham down the middle. It's Wade. They get him down, but not before he gets to the plus 38.
Just about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys. Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Finding some room at the 25. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Wolfpack. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. Fields it just outside the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. The last drive, the ground game, was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Tackle made at the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
A quick juke. He gains 9, so it's second and 1.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They go with a direct snap. He's just trucks through the defender. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some count.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter.
Brings up second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Nevada 13, Georgia Southern 7.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. Tackle, but first down.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Running back grabs it on a screen. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Well, this is great execution here on this screenplay to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they sent a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
And now they'll run it on the draw. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the 37.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
First down here for this offense. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. He's across the 25. Tackle made after a big gain.
And that's for
the offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. They'll run it to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Touchdown, Nevada. This quarterback on fire today.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he knocks through the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fielded in the end zone. It's Spencer. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line. And the Eagles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Running past the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
At the 42. And that's good enough for a first down.
How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. 2nd down after that previous play.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up.
Breaks clear. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if his defense was caught sleeping or walking in mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both, because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
Georgia Southern, 14.
And here's the return from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And your Nevada offense will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Nevada offense back on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved him right down the field. Can the defense make adjustments? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pocket breaking down. And this time the defense is all over the quarterback run. They bring him down short of the mark.
Second down.
Offense getting set. Second down play here.
Here we go.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play, they're in position to bring him down for a loss.
We've reached the 2-minute warning. We'll have to see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down.
3:25.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. On the run, he'll let it go. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. Offense back on the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he's past the 45. And they tackle him, but not before a huge gain down near the 26. And the Eagles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Good enough for first down.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. They'll have to hurry now. Second down with the clock ticking. And he's got it again. Aiming for the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Offense is putting on a show here early.
Man, it's just a thing of beauty to watch this offense. That's this guy's third touchdown. But give the offensive line a lot of credit. They're getting enough of a push to give him some room to show you what he can do with that space.
And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
21, Nevada 20.
Return starts from inside the 5. They make the tackle, but let's check out what that flag on the field is about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense is backed up here, beginning in the shadow of their own end zone. A pre-snap motion from the offense. First down. Looking to throw the football. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They stop him at the 22, but that's important breathing in this drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
Second down.
Looking to pass here on second down. Snags the quick throw. The timeout is called. Important stage late in the second quarter. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on first down. He bought some time, now lets it go. And it's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He finds his man. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play. Hey guys up front, line up. It's first down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Well, the quarterback has just too much time against this zone. There's not enough pressure. It's allowing him to sit back and pick apart this zone defense.
The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Trying to extend the play. Goes to his right side there for the completion.
We're in the age of the mobile quarterback, and you saw it right there. The ability to scramble out of the pocket, extend the play, and make passes like that is invaluable to the offense.
And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So with only a few seconds left before halftime, here comes the field goal unit out. They'll try to take the lead. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin O'Connors with our halftime update. Nevada will kick it off as we start the second half. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Georgia Southern's offense retakes the field now. First play of the second half is a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
The loss sets up a second and long from the 20. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
So from the 28-yard line, it's a third and manageable here. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
That's a great feeling when your quarterback can make a throw that keeps the drive alive. Not as good as a touchdown, but it's a lot better than having to trot over to the sideline waiting for your turn to get another chance.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
But the defensive coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. A Pop pass on the jet sweep. He shreds the tackle. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
Breaking free at the 35. Out of bounds after another big gain on the ground. This running game has been unstoppable today.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's picked off in the end zone. Going the other way, can they stop him? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
Nevada's offense retakes the field now. Receiver in motion now. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down play coming up. It's a quick grab. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside. Not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Second down.
A gain makes it second and medium.
Rolling. Flex. Pound 55 weak.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop.
On the play.
Just great job by this defense defending this RPO. They sat back and then they overcommitted to stop the run game, and it works out.
The offense facing a tough conversion here. 3rd and long from the 42. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They'll kick it away here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here comes the Georgia Southern offense back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Fires it to the wideout. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch, and he's brought down short of the line to gain in what should be the last play of this third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Georgia Southern 21, Nevada 20.
A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Nice first down run here by this running back. And these are the kind of situations on third and short that you can gain a lot of momentum, or it can kill a drive and kill the confidence of an offense. Here they pick up the nice first down, which is great, new set of downs, but it also gives you a lot of confidence that you can wear that defense down psychologically.
Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Looks right for a quick completion. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They jump in front here in the fourth.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The try fails, and the lead remains 5 points. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And here comes the Eagles offense back on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Defense not pressing this time. Ball handed off. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Now it's second down here. And the quarterback dropping back. Pressure is coming. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
Well, that's the one thing about a guy that always feels that he can rely on his legs. He's always trying to make a play, and this time he just wasn't able to get away from the defense, and that is a big loss for the offense.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. The catch is made for a huge pickup.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Eagles are going to keep this drive rolling. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. Breaks loose at the 40. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground. And the Eagles will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. And the Eagles will line up on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Touchdown, Golden Eagles. And they'll claim the fourth quarter lead.
Boy, just a great job here by the offensive line and the running back to be able to get this ball into the end zone late in the game like this, now in the fourth quarter, to give them the lead.
And the offense will stay out there for a two-point try, trying to build the lead to 3 points. Makes a quick catch. He'll make it into the end zone. So now they lead by a field goal here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's for the driver start.
And your Nevada Wolfpack will take over first and 10.
Here comes the Wolfpack offense back on the field. A beautiful, balanced drive. Reached the end zone last time. Can they keep it going here? They'll keep it on the ground with the draw play. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode. Handoff here from the shotgun. Moves the ball out across the 30. That's good for a first down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. On the run here. Lets it go. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. They bring him down, but not before he gets inside the 30-yard line.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
On the ready.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10.
Gaucho. In blue.
Quarterback drops back. He fires this throw and is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Going with the old counter run here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, here we go, Chris. One of the biggest plays of the game. 3rd down and long with the lead late in the game. Clock is running. I think this is the time you call one of your favorite plays on this 3rd down. At the same time, be very mindful. You cannot turn the football over.
He's got it on the left side for a big gain. And that big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to about the 36.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. So the win streak continues for this team. Good job, Kirk, bouncing back. They're just getting stronger and stronger now.
You've seen their stock start to really rise, and these players seem to be buying in. Credit to the coaching staff for leading this streak and keeping this team together after that loss a few weeks back. You can tell this team is bought all the way in.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.